What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Car Dealer Simulator. All right, where we at? So as I promised you, I was gonna get to reputation level 12. I will do the upgrade and then I will be back. Here I am, and then I'm gonna give you some further updates of things that's going on down the line since I've been gone. So if you've heard this from other creators, I'm sorry, I've been gone from the game since February. If this is your first time hearing about these things, I'm glad I could bring it to you, because this is where we're gonna be living from now on. So the first thing I'm going to point out is to the left side of my screen, you can see that I am now below my reputation. There's a new bar that says 1. That is called fame level. Now, when you upgraded to the new DLC, I didn't have my recording on at the time, didn't know I was going to do that right away, but you did hear from a guy, I think his name is Vincento, and he welcomes you and says get some new toys, and then he tells you that you can win or you can get more money if you polish up your cars. So while we walk around, I'm going to tell you some more things that's going on, how fame works, and we'll go check out the new things. So let me show you what I have done so far. Let's go back to the computer. So while I was gone to get up to the fame level, there was a dealer contract that I did do. I fulfilled that one. We have another one now in 2 in-game days. As you can see, nothing else has changed as far as apps except for the road to fame now. So King of Night races. Right now, it looks like you get a lot more fame if you are doing races. There are illegal races in the game now with this DLC. But as I alluded to in my other episode I just released to you guys, there is a lot of complaints behind this, right? Because if you look at all these upgrades on the left side, it's like all of these are connected to street racing. Some people complained about that and said they may not want to do street races or they may not want to do them all the time. So I don't know if they've tweaked it yet or not. We'll find out. But the devs are supposed to be tweaking that so that we can get fame also, or at least a little bit more fame when we upgrade and polish the cars. So where are we at as far as what happened? So I sold all those cars. Here's more cars on the lot. I don't think I have not yet listed these, but this is where I left off after I hit fame level 12. We have all of these cars here now. One thing I will point out, if I sound different, I apologize. I do have a Roadcaster Pro 2, but I also have the Roadcaster Duo. And to me, it just sounds a lot different. So we're going back to the Roadcaster Pro 2. I'm trying to save space on my desk, but we're going to go back to that. So if I sound funny, that's why. The other thing is, if we open trunks now, some of your trunks have these little trunks in them. So if we have these trunks, we can take these over to the pawn shop now. So before you sell all your cars, I would even look into the cars that you have that is your own. There may be one in there, but certain cars, see, here's another one, may have a trunk in here. These things would be valuable. So we'll just look at these, and then later on I'll, because it's already what 6:37 in the morning. The pawn shop not even open yet, anyways as it is. So we'll go over to the pawn shop, and then I'll show you how you actually would sell these, or what you can do with them, and then you can everything in them you can sell back to Tony. All right, so that's what we did here with all these cars. Let's go ahead and take the chunk of this one just to be sure. So I won't bore you guys by checking all the trunks. We'll just check this one here, and then this is what we can do. So all the time when you bring a car in, go ahead and check that trunk first. All right, so as you also can see, which I forgot to point last time, forgive the game is freezing on and off. I watched a couple other creators just doing the same thing there. I don't know what the deal is. But now I have still the one gas station, but I do have 2 air pumps that we can do. Right now they're all prepped for the staff to come back in. They're not here as of yet. All right, so if we go back here, you're gonna see that nothing has changed at this point. It still looks the same. That's because we have to turn things on. So let's see if we can do it from our tablet out here, and we cannot. So let's head back in. We have to now upgrade the shop once again. And right now I should be closed because I don't have any cars to sell because they're not listed. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. So we go back over here, we go up to upgrades. Now you see you have Car Dealer Simulator and you have Up to You DLC. So we're gonna click the Up to You DLC and it says Tuning Workshop, current level 0. We want to upgrade now. Now to upgrade this to level 1, you have to have a reputation level of at least 10, office level of at least 4, and you get the new building in the yard, vehicle tuning station, and vehicle wrapping station. That's gonna cost you $250,000. Now you see, we still sitting at 8.9 million, so we good. And we keep selling cars, you're gonna get more money. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade that to level 1. Level 1 is done, and at this point, we can't go beyond level 1.
Oh, awesome, dude. I see you finally made the right decision, huh? Remember when I told you new opportunities would open up for you? That's exactly where we're headed. Take your favorite ride and pimp it out in the new garage. I'll hit you up later. Later.
Okay. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the whole gamut. So what I'm gonna do, just for right now, I'm gonna move all these out the way because there is new things that we now can do to the car. And then I'll put these back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump in my Dodge Charger. I know it ain't supposed to be a Dodge, but that's what it is. As I wreck it to my other cars. And I'm gonna pull this in here. Now, the first new thing that we can do is change everything up in this car. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and scan the car so we can see where we are right now. Now this is my own car, been driving it around, still in good condition. If we look at our summary, we're gonna see how much this changes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a photo here because I want to see if we change anything about what I'm about to show you. Now, if you look, and this is also a good time to show you guys exactly how you get the most XP for your car. I've only gotten up to 219. I think 219 is the max. But this is what you want to do to get that 219. You want to restore the car to 100%. All right, see our market value was 74,213. Our purchase price was 36,250. So you want to restore to 100%. We did part repair profits. Just repairing it gave me 2310. If you want to see what all you repaired, it tells you everything in the price, right, from brakes on down. Then washing was $1,102. Polishing was $1,449. So I made $2,551 added to the value just off of washing and polishing. $8,504 for the full body work on it. So getting all the rest of the stuff out. So that gave me $8,504. Just restoring the license plate was $1,918. I didn't roll back the mileage, okay, because like I said, I'm trying to run an ethical shop. Service costs $27,990. Now they deduct the $36,250 I paid for it, which means the estimated revenue is $74,213, which gives me an estimated profit of $37,963 if I was to sell this car. Now remember, I sell my cars at 129% non-negotiable, and that still works. So with that being said, now what we can do is we can change all the parts. All right, so let's walk over to him and see what we got. Now, as you can see, it's all defaulted stuff. If we hit replace all, it's just going to replace it with any of the standard stuff that we have. Someone said they wish they had a button that was just race or sport or whatever, so we didn't have to go through here and individually click each one. So with me looking around, I noticed that right on default, there's a drop-down box. If you click this, you have sport or race. Now I'm curious to see, since they put everything behind Fanewall, how many race parts do I still have? Did they take them all back from me? So we click race and we hit replace all. As you can see, I have no race things in tires, brakes. But if we go down, I do have calipers. All right, so it kept some stuff race. So let me have some of the stuff that I have for race, but that's it. I can't do everything yet. So if I was to go and click sport, hit replace all, same thing. All right. So it gave me all of my sport pieces. Now your race parts are going to be the highest race. So here's where the pain is going to become. I'm going to go back to race parts. I'm going to hit replace all. Everything that is race parts, I'm going to leave that because that's going to be the highest part I can get until I unlock all the rest of them. So it looks like everything down at the bottom so far is pretty much all race. Everything that's not race, I'm going to go in and I'm going to change to sport. Now, I believe we do it this way. Let's try it. If I go sport and click browse, I was hoping that it would just bring up anything that was sport here. And it didn't, because I think I have sports one of these. And I do. That's what I thought. So we have to click on sport, but it's not going to just automatically go to sport unless I hit replace all. So it's going to be a pain because you're going to have to go down and you have to go select all of these. You have not updated to the DLC yet unless they patch this. You want to do this first. Now remember I told you I have bought some parts before and I just showed you that. I got to keep all of those, but look what happens. If I go to engine here, it tells me that I can't get a sports engine until I'm fame level 6. Everything else for fame or everything else for sport or race is now hidden behind the fame level. So there's nothing here I can add to other than what I already have until I hit these fame levels. So what this means for you, if you haven't already done so, if I'd have known this, I would have bought a whole bunch of these parts. And I didn't because I just said, well, I didn't want to take up the inventory. So if you haven't upgraded to the DLC yet and you want these parts, go ahead, buy them now, and they stay in your inventory. So all I have now is whatever it is that we have. So once again, we'll go here, replace all. As you can see too, my top speed went up, my acceleration, handling, braking, all that goes up with these pieces. So we're gonna use what we have. So we know that everything else down here is, we have everything at the bottom is about race. We'll go ahead and fix up the electrical parts to 100%. See, so I have race. If I would have known this, guys, I would have bought everything out. While we're down here at the bottom, you have the clutches are race. Everything here is race. You can't buy that, just showed you, unless you have the fame levels. All this is race. So this might be the only car we ever do this to. Now, I'm gonna switch to sport. Now it's not gonna automatically change to that unless it replace all. We don't want to do that. So we're gonna have to browse to see if I do have any of these that is sport. So we're gonna have to be a mixture of race and sport because I bought like equal parts race and sport. I think I bought like 3 or 4 of each thing that it allowed me to. And you can see now we're gonna have race and sport, but it should still help us out tremendously. See the round over these. So if you look at the top, every time I add a piece, it should, whatever that's gonna add to it, add to it. And then let's have one more sports one here if I count it right. And I don't, I might be out of the sports one. So thought I bought 4. That's 1, 2, that's only 3. All right, so we only got 3 of these, and then we'll just go replace this one 100%. So everything will be 100 there. Let's go up to see what we got here. So far brakes. Probably gonna feel all lopsided because we're gonna have some that is, some that's not. Here's one brake here. 2. And it would be too much of a hassle. I'm sure that once you upgrade to the DLC, you cannot go back. Now, I'm sure if you want to restart a whole game and all that, you could. But if the DLC is already installed anyway, I don't think they're going to let you go back even if you start a new game. So do this beforehand. Okay, I only have 3 brake shoes. So we'll make this one be 100%. And as we unlock, we'll come back and replace these. Or 3 brakes. Let's see, do you have any of these that's in sport? We do not. right, so that's gonna be just the standard. So we'll just replace it 100%. We want everything to be 100% on the car now. All right, I think that's it. So brakes is 100, suspension, exhaust, fix up to 100% for the electrical parts. Everything's 100%. So we're gonna go ahead and get my man started on that. While he does that, because there's already most of the day's already gone. So while he's on that, let's go around, because this might be the only thing they get to today, and look at what we have that is new. So these are all my cars back here. If you guys never seen them, my G wagons, and I got all my sports cars back here. I had to stop collecting cars. This car is another feature that I stumbled on that I'll show you guys here in a bit. But I won this car. Only happens on a Saturday. You get a special event. 2 air pumps, but look at this. Now it opened up and it widely expanded. So there's still our vault over here, but now check out the new shop. This is what we're gonna bring after he fixes up the car. We're gonna go ahead and bring the car over here, and this may change my workflow a little bit. Here's our office back here. Look how nice that is. We have a computer back here. Doesn't even work. Doesn't let the computer work, so it looks like it's just for show back here. Now I do hope the devs changes that. No, before I say this, go see this. These work. Look at all that money. These don't work either. So I do hope the devs changes that, because I would love for the computer back here to work. So if I'm back here doing stuff, I don't have to run way to the front of office if I want to get an email. This is storage. Storage right here doesn't work. This would be cool for extra storage of something, but none of this works right here. So see, now I have an email, right? Instead of going to my tablet, I should be able to just pick it up back here. We can go on our tablet, go to email, see what we got. Exclusive deal, don't make me wait. Hey, this is Michael. I heard you took over the business with Little Sam. I've got a great deal for you, but time is not on your side. If you confirm now, I'll be there in a moment and let you have this beauty for $7,840. You hesitate. Okay, most of these I do take. And I'm gonna tell you, because I know me and other creators do this differently. I got a couple of upgrades to tell you in a minute. We go through walking through this, but I'm gonna tell you why I buy cars the way that I do and what my overall thought process of it is. All right, so buy upgrade, tuning workshop, 250,000. I've done that. Park the car in the designated spot. So we're waiting for it to get done. So this is back here. This door does not work. So first things first, let's go out and meet this guy. He's about 107 meters away, and then we'll see if the charger is done, which looks like that it is. What I kind of want to do, so I can see if I can get him on another car today, is kind of pull. Wow, look how much faster that is. Let's pull the charger up a little bit. Dude's here. Let's pull this one in. Let's get him started on that. Get this all. Oh, whoops. Gotta remember to put it back to default. Yes, now let's go meet this Jode. Hello, as it's written, yeah, 11,000. So you can't negotiate these. I want you guys to remember that. We'll go ahead and accept it. And then I'm going to scan
let's
it
do this.
really quick. Yeah, well, and see, here's how I look at it. A lot of people said this wasn't worth it. Okay, the purchase price was 11,002. The market value was 10,690. I'm gonna get more out of it because I replaced everything on all my cars anyway. Now he said 7,000 something, so I'm hoping that this was the right guy because that was not $7,000. But I digress. So let's go ahead. I'll take care of this all. I'm just assuming this day is gonna be done because I'm demonstrating. That's fine. Let's go hit the charger. Oh, the first thing I did want to do before we go over there is now let's take a look at what the scan says, and I'll pull up my photo and I'll see if anything has changed. So the market value of the car now is 79,164. It was 74,213. The purchase price is 36,250. That has not changed. but the market value did. If we go over to the summary, part repair is $7,265. That was $2,310. And if you look, it because we replaced the disc brakes with sports, all the caliber stuff is normal, but the front shocks and the rear is sport. One rear shock is not, and then down the bottom we have all of this stuff that's race. That added a tremendous value, almost $5,000 worth. Then if we look at washing and polishing, that stayed exactly the same. Full body work will stay the same because I haven't done anything to those at this point. License plates, I haven't changed yet, but that will go up. Service costs still the same. Now, cost of purchase is $36,250. My estimated revenue is $79,164 here, but now it says $74,213, and my profit dropped $37,963, and that's because I added some higher parts, but not all, so I can't get the full revenue back on that. All right, so I just want to point that out. So if we are able to get all those parts, once we do, we're gonna make a pretty good profit off of just tuning the car. Now, with that being said, what I should do is let's go back in real quick, and I'm gonna take another photo because I want to see if now what we're about to do to the car, as they say, is gonna really add more value to it by tuning, or do we just get fame level because of that? So let's go ahead and head over to shop and see what we can do with it. But we gotta be directly centered on here. It's not playing around. Alright, vehicle customization. Park the vehicle in the designated zone. The vehicle must be clean and free of rust. Interact with the computer. Install selected parts and customize their appearance. Unlock more parts by participating in races. And the vehicle value increases as parts are replaced. Okay, so as we replace those, like I just said. So let's go take a look. So it looks like we need to walk over here. Let me walk over to this computer here, hit interact, and here we are. Now the music comes from the shop, so I'll find out where that is. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted. I think it might be over there, but that'd be cool for now. So it looks like we can add a bunch: exterior, interior, paint shop, special upgrades. This kind of negates the regular paint shop. Let's see what happens. So let's go exterior. We can add a spoiler. So stock. We can buy one for $250 if we want to buy that one. And this one is locked. So we're gonna go with the non-stock part. But it looks like it's locked too. Let's see what happens. Let me save it. Front bumpers. We have stock right now. Oh, the one that's locked below. Okay. Currently, we have this bumper, and this bumper is locked at no price. So let's buy the one for $350. And you can see the difference there. See that difference there at the bottom? So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna save it. This is kind of cool. Side skirts. We're gonna go with the ones we're to buy for $250. Stock. Ones for $250. Look how sharp it is. All of these we're getting races until they update that. We're gonna save here. Rear bumper. $350 for that. There's your rear bumper. This car is looking kind of dope like that. save it. Hood. Stock. New hood will cost us 500. Let's get the new hood. There's a new hood. You see that came in there? Boom, boom. There's a new hood. Okay, we're gonna go over to the wheels now. Looks like we don't have no choices in wheels. So we have to unlock some wheel choices. So this is gonna be a lot behind that fame level. So we just stuck with the stock wheels for now. That's kind of sad. All right, so we stuck with those. So that was all exterior. Let's go interior. Now I know in some updates they've done a lot of stuff with the way it looks on the inside. We can start with the upholstery. We don't like this gray. Let's see what we got. We can't unlock any of those either. So we are stuck with the stock, which turned this into a white, which I'm liking that better than the gray. Let's go down just to make sure, because it was gray before. Can't paint. No. So we're stuck with the stock ones, which I like better what was in here before. So we're gonna save that. Then we can be doing some serious races. Steering wheels. Can't unlock any steering wheels. So our stock one is what we are stuck with till we win some races. And gadgets. We can add gadgets. Our stock gadget is nothing, and we have to unlock these. I am gonna say that I kind of wish they would have gave us like one choice. I'm seeing there's dashboard 1, dashboard 2, tuning, part change. So let's say no. Let's go ahead and save that. We'll come back into gadgets. We got anything for dashboard 2? Yes, stock, whatever the stock is. I think it's gonna be the way for all of them. 3. Click stock, and then 4. Which is mirror. You have all these different mirrors, but we gotta unlock them first. All right, let's see what we got in the paint shop. Well, actually, let's go back. Did I miss anything? Steering wheels, gadgets, upholstery? No. So let's go into the paint shop. We can paint or have a decal editor. Now, the paint's gonna be worth it if it's different than what we got in the regular paint shop, so it has to be. But of course, we don't know yet because they're all locked. So our stock job is we can keep it red or we can have the color picker. And we can change this color picker any way in which we want to mix and match a color for us. Alright, so you go that way. So what's that yellow? I kind of like that. That's kind of sharp right there. That's what you want. Ooh, that looks almost kind of like a light green metallic. I like that. We're gonna save that. So that's the kind of things you can do in the paint shop here. Decal editor. You can add a decal or make one. See, simple, text. So you can do decals in here too. I kind of like it the way that it is, but you can make decals there. All right, and then there's special upgrades. So neon, you can upgrade your lights. Of course, again, they're all locked. So we're just stuck with all the stock options. Windows. There's your stock ones right there, which is going to be clear. Headlights. Unlock all those stocks. Boom, there's your stock. NOS. Whatever the stock is going to give us, it's all we got. So we got NOS in the car. We got some Fast and Furious up in here. And then your car horn. All locked. Your stock. Got for stock. All right, so that is the upgrades at that point. And then you can spin it around for photo situations. Now we go back to exterior. So that was the paint shop special upgrades, interior, exterior. That's it. And objective is complete. So from there you can go take photos of it. All right, what do you got to say?
Dude, for such limited possibilities, you actually did a pretty damn good job. Could use a few more parts though, huh? Listen, swing by the motel after 9 p.m. and we'll see what can be done. Bring your ride and fill it up to the brim. You'll understand when you get there. See ya.
All right, so we don't got much longer from that. So we're gonna head over there at 9. I will go ahead and fill up the car because the way he sounded, we about to get into possibly our first race. We'll see how that goes, cause first time doing this on me, and y'all gonna do this the first time together. But I am liking those upgrades. So let's go ahead and fill up the car. Yeah, last episode 2, while I was off camera, I did went and filled up my gas tanks. I'm tell you guys this again. I think I spent like 14,000, maybe a little under that. But this lasts forever. You can see it's taking me $5.86 to fill it up. Check out the Road to Fame app computer. You can see what rewards are waiting for the biggest street legends in Western Springs. So let's get rid of that. Let's put it in here and let's check out the Road to Fame map. And so we get a decal pack at Fame level 1. So we get a decal pack. And that's it. All these is decals. We get the shredder hood, the shredder front bumper, the shredder rear bumper, the shredder side skirts, and the shredder spoiler. Now I'm assuming there's another reason why you gotta get your money up when you get here. But maybe why they have it. You have to have reputation. I think 10. I have to take it out and then upgrade to the 4th shop to get this, because as you see, everything's gonna cost money. So that's gonna be our first reward at level 1. It's 728 right now. I filled up the car. All right. So while we wait to head over there at 9, so it'll be 2100. Let's talk about a couple of more upgrades that is here. Oh, first of all, what we need to do, let's scan. I want to see if it made any difference. I don't know what light came on, but so if we go back into our summary, excuse me, and it did. So our market value was 79,164, and now went up to 80,908. We still have the same purchase price, and of course the part repair stays the same, body work will stay the same, but the overall market value of the car does go up. Everything else stayed about the same, except for now it says my cost is 36,250. My estimated revenue here is 80,908. On the last, before this, it was 79,164. So my profit went back up to 44,658 when it was 42,914. So you guys can play how you wish to, but this is showing you that you do get some more money if you decide that you want to go over and tune your cars. And I'm assuming, since it goes this way, the more races that you win at this point, the more options you're going to have to add to the car to increase that. So a couple more things that I wanted to talk about real quick, since none of these really moved because of the fact that we ran out of time. Reputation level now, since I have been gone, goes up to level 15. They've hidden some things behind that. So at level 15, you can unlock the Auto Fleet Dealership app. You can buy brand new cars at a wholesale discounted price. Okay, so that's what that's going to be. And that's Reputation level 15. Now, Reputation level 15 is going to be your max. I might as well crash punch the radio off. So they've increased it. Remember, our max used to be 10, then it went to 12, now we're at 15. So Garage Monkey really is not slowing down. They said that they were not slowing down on upgrades. They were not kidding, because they're coming with it. And then before I came on, I just read that they are about to introduce a brand new car. And they want everybody, I keep hitting the escape button twice. They want to invite people into, and they want people to guess what the new car is going to be. So now we're about to get a new car in here. So they keep going and going. So Reputation level 15 is now going to get us that dealership app but you can buy those. Now, I now have installment plans unlocked at level 12, which we'll get to. We won't see any of that though until after we unlock all of this. We'll go ahead and drive over since my marker's there. And it's about 21 or 2025. By the time we get over there, it'll be 2100. All right, so people's gonna want to come and buy on installments. Now, a lot of people said they don't want to sell on installments because you don't get any XP. So if you're grinding XP, you're not gonna get that because you don't get paid for the installment until the final payment. But you know, I'm running all kinds of dealership, and I think I have enough cars to sell where my XP is gonna still go, and it's 7 days for the payoff. So I'm not gonna. I won't say we do a ton of them, but I am gonna say that we will definitely do a few. That's your installments. Photo booth update. I will show you after we're done with this, probably the next morning, because I'm sure the store is probably closed by now. But for what I've seen and heard, it's purely cosmetic. But oh wow, okay, so I'm running into people. Alright, so alright, that was interesting. Got out of that. The car disappeared in front of me and I ran right into him. But it looks like that this is where the races happen. Everybody's standing in my way, so I'm trying to see how I can go and where I can go to park my car right now. Because they're gonna talk to this dude over here.
Yo, dude, good to see ya. I can see that spark in your eye. Looks like you finally get what this is all about, huh? Let's race. We've got a little circle of enthusiasts here. If you get involved, we'll hook you up with better parts for your dealership. What do you say? We'll go easy on you the first time. You'll handle it just fine.
All right, races. Race to earn fame and unlock new car parts. You can meet race rivals every day near the motel between 2100 and 5 a.m. After accepting the race, head to the starting point. You have 2 hours to reach the race. Make sure your vehicle is in good condition before the race. All right, we'll go over the rest of the upgrades here after we do this. Let's find who we want to race. Let's kind of take a little easy one here for this. Watch for cars like super souped up. All right, so prize. First place 1200 fame. Second 600, third 300. Winston Spring downtown. That's our route map. 1512 meters is the distance. 2 laps, 8 checkpoints, except for $120. Now up here it says standard, or it says pink slip. Now I can't switch on pink slip, but I can click on standard, which is what this race is. So eventually we're going to unlock where we can actually race for pink slips and start taking people's cars, which is going to add more to our car lot, which I'm going to explain to you how I do my cars here in a minute. All right, so we're going to go hop in our ride, and we're going to go to this marker where the race will be. It looks like I'm coming in backwards, so let's. Oh, they block off the whole road. Alright, here's where I'm supposed to go. I'm not calling cricket, but it says start the race. Let's start it. You put all these race parts in here, my car took off kind of slow. There's one marker. I think get used to driving this in a race format. Oh, that's not gonna help the race none, alright. Got cars. So these are illegal street races, so of course we have cars everywhere. I'm wondering what's gonna happen when we actually get Police Chief Simulator all the way integrated in here. Yeah, that turn was horrible. Ooh, it's like I can't really turn. So I don't know if that's because I only have certain parts on here or what, but the turning was horrible on that right there. Like it doesn't really turn. 7 is way back here. I don't know what kind of race map this is. I'm gonna get trapped. As I totally crashed my car. That's not gonna be helpful. But it still says I'm in first place. Miraculously. As you can see, my frame rate too has dropped. I don't know why that is. I think that's like a glitch in the game. I'm running a very high-end system. So that should be no problem. But if you notice, look at that. Look at my frame rate drop. That could be where the turns off. Okay, now we went to there and picked up a little bit. Still in first place at this point. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. So with some updates, I do notice that some of the frame rates drop. You know, people write into the devs about it because I'm not the one that's going through it. But as you can see, man, those frame rates dropped, man, that was horrible. This way again. I don't even know if this is the legal way to go. There you go, frame rate just dropped again. See that when I came through here, that frame rate dropped and I can't really turn the car at that point. That is horrible. Get out of the way, car. There's checkpoint number 8. I should come in first place. Which I did somehow miraculously. So 3 minutes 7 seconds, $1,200 I won. Again, and Donald took third. Peter took first or second. Melissa was fourth. Austin was fifth. I got 100 fame. I need 150 to go to level 2. It looks like, so I should be level 1 now.
Woohoo! Feel that vibe? You feel it, man? That's exactly what this is all about. The smell of exhaust fumes, a roaring engine, and a little bit of rivalry. The better you do, the higher you climb in our fame rankings. Keep racing. The higher up you go, the bigger fish you'll face. Anyway, I'm out of here for now. See ya.
Alright, she's still frame rates, so Little Sam. Hey kid, I heard Vin is already saving you a spot on the starting grid. Don't let them pressure you, though. If you rather work under the hood and sell customized rides to customers instead of burning rubber on the track, that's also a good path to fame. You'll earn fame points for selling tuned cars. Okay, so they've already fixed it. Now I'm gonna do some races. I won't bore y'all. Just do that, the tuning stuff. I just don't want to do races like every episode or have to really seriously grind them. So they have fixed it now. So for every tuned ride I sell, I'm also going to gain that fame level. Maybe I want to do that, get me some better parts, so I, make sure I win the races because there's going to be pink slips up for sale. All right, so that's races. I'm going to restart just to make sure, see if I can clear that out because the frame rate was horrible. And so we'll be right back. All right, so we restarted the game. And we see we still a little wonky. So that looks a little better. All right. So the other thing I said I was going to do is tell you more about the upgrades. So that's what we was talking about before I had to do that. All right, so photo booth update we'll do in the morning. I just want to make sure all these are staged now so when they come, they can get to work. The other thing that I discovered, which I really like a whole lot, and I can show you better when there's employees, is now all the employees can do everything by themselves in auto. I love that, except for the mechanics because you got to tell them what pieces to put in. But you pull in, they just start doing work. Um, every Saturday there is a high stakes. Make sure everybody's set to go. There's a high stakes um, match. Best 2 out of 3. It could be pool, gonna be darts. And if you win that, sometimes they give you prize money and then they also give you a car. So you can win a car. That's how I won that brown one that's up in there. I think that's about it for the updates on that. So those are things that happened while I was gone. Let me go ahead and go to sleep. We get up at about 8 so I can go over to the store. And then I'll tell you what we're going to do for the next episode. So, okay, he's red. That means, of course, I didn't pay the bills yet. So, it's still the same way. They ain't going to do nothing till those bills is paid. Also, that brings me to show you guys in here. So, if you look at here, now we have clients. This is for people that wants to buy cars on installments. And here's our bill and payments. Bills, just like in real life, always. Oh, that's cheap for bills for me, $8,500. So let's go back out now and get them to work. Let's see. Replace all, so he didn't finish this one yesterday. Get you started over here. Replace all. Oh, is it default? It's default. One needs fixing is sloppy, so apparently if he's not moving, is this one done? It is. Alright, so let's hop all the radios on today. And we'll pull this one up to her. Now, as soon as I pull in, get out, he gets right to work. So if you go over and click, you can't talk to them while they're working. So let's go over to another worker that's not doing anything. He's working on that car. And see, I put them all in place so they already go right to work. So you go here, got anything you want me to do, boss? Auto execute the bottom right. So as soon as you pull in, they gonna get to work. So your people that's doing your car wash, your body shop, your gas and tires are all going to be auto execute now. That saves a tremendous a lot of work. All right, so back to what we're gonna do for the next episode as I peep these in here. So now my workflow will change. So they have to be washed and cleaned. So now the final step before photos is going to be taking it over to the booth and seeing what we can upgrade on it to get us more market value. And then we'll see how much fame that actually will give us for each car that we are doing. So like this one right here now, it's done. Tires and air and gas is clean. So we'll just roll right over here and see what we want to add to it. And we know we don't have a whole bunch, but we're going to go ahead and tune up the best that we can, especially if it's going to add market value to it. So this gives us another extra step to do that should be pretty fun. I think over time you're going to be able to get all kinds of stuff like underground stuff and things of that nature. So we're just going to add things to it for people. And this will give us some of our, we'll make some of the money back. All right, so next episode, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the lot prepared now. We need to get to that reputation level 15. So I'm about to grind that. So I'll do some of that off camera here. So what'll happen is I'll go ahead and get all the cars prepared. We're gonna fill the lot up, and then we'll be back. And then we'll sell those cars. While we are selling the cars, I'm gonna talk to you guys about what we're trying to get, that auto dealer, so we can get things at wholesale. And I'm going to tell you how I buy cars and why I really don't turn anything down when I'm buying it. What I feel about once you get the money in this game, how that works, and why I am going to actually use the extra things that's going to be there. I ran into a couple of people that said they weren't going to use it because they thought it was a waste of money, or sometimes they didn't make the money they wanted to, or they're grinding. I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that everybody should be using these things, especially if you're trying to do what I am, which is amass the cars that I do currently have and want to amass that way. I'm liking this because you can make your own little custom paint job. Ain't nobody got, so boom. This is, I'm liking this. Let's look at the decal editor real quick. I'm just curious because I'm fame level 1, I think now. So what do I get in there? So these decals here. And then, oh, okay, I see. And then over here, you can change the scale of the decal. You can make it like the whole back of the car. This is kind of cool. You can pick what points of the decal in the car you want things to be, what your shape is. So I must not be fully level 1 yet. I'm halfway there because I don't see like there should be letters and numbers and stuff in here. But that's going to be tight when we do get that. We'll be able to make custom cars for ourselves. So I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Come back for all the stuff I just said. It's got to be back on this game. I definitely did miss playing this game. It's a zen moment for me. You can definitely get lost in this game. We'll be coming back to some new games that's coming out. There's some other ones I haven't got to yet, so stay tuned to the channel for that. I am working on a schedule, like I said, so that I don't know what games are gonna play when and how they're gonna come up. Right now, I'm just right now I'm just recording things as I play them and putting them up here. So if there's any games you guys want to see, feel free to let me know that, as well as commenting below what you're liking, what you're not liking, and then we'll see what these supercars bring me fame wise on the next episode, because we have to be able to sell them to know. And don't forget to search trunks. And then I won't do that until the next episode, but I will come back on that next episode as well and show you for sure. I forgot to take photos. Show you for sure what the trunks do. If you haven't figured it out by now, we'll walk through it, see what I can get for the trunk and whole nine. So we'll be back next episode. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for this one. But everything may not be as good as you want it to be in the world right now. Remember that we as a people can get through it. You are stronger than what you know. Also, we'll do that photo upgrade too next episode. Anyways, I thank you guys for being here today. We'll be back with you on next episode. As always, peace, love, keep rocking out. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next episode.